Double C on my jacket like Caitlin Clark. Flau'jae Johnson called it with her reference to CC in her song, because finally Nike has unveiled the signature CC logo, which features 2 C's. Caitlin Clark, of course, her name. I've joked about this situation for a while when people wonder what was going on with Nike, and I just can't imagine they would sign her to the deal that they did and then not eventually have some big product on the way. And of course, she is part of the partnership as well. Perhaps she could have been promoted more in the meantime, but regardless, she's so popular, all you got to do is drop a link.
Caitlin Clark's newly revealed Nike logo has sparked a massive surge in sales. Fans flooded stores and websites, snatching up merchandise at lightning speed. Online inventory disappeared within hours, and Nike saw a sharp increase in numbers practically overnight, all from a single product launch. It's clear now, the Clark effect is no exaggeration. But what caused such a wave of excitement from just a logo? Before diving into Nike's soaring figures, it's important to understand how Caitlin Clark became one of the most influential figures in women's basketball today.
If you are hoping to get your hands on the Caitlin Clark version of Nike's Kobe Bryant sneaker, you're out of luck. They are out of stock. The WNBA star teamed up with Nike for a player edition of the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, decked out in Indiana Fever colors. You see them on your screen. They dropped at 10 a.m. Monday, and they sold out before 11 a.m. In fact, in just minutes. The $190 kicks are already showing up on the secondary market at close to double the retail.
This goes far beyond just scoring points. We're talking about an athlete who turned every court she stepped on into a sold-out spectacle. From her standout college career in Iowa, where ticket prices spiked just for a chance to watch her drain deep threes, to her debut in the WNBA, which immediately broke viewership records, Caitlin Clark didn't just show up, she revolutionized the sport. Her jerseys sold out within minutes. Away games started to feel like home games as entire stadiums were packed with fans wearing her number. TV networks began reshuffling programming just to feature her matchups. Even ticket resale platforms saw a boom, with prices doubling or tripling whenever she was on the schedule. Experts dubbed it the Clark effect, a wave of energy, dollars, and national attention that followed her wherever she played. And this wasn't just buzz. It was backed by hard stats, millions of viewers, record-breaking merchandise sales, and brand interest like never before. Nike caught on fast, and they weren't about to miss the opportunity.
And all it took was for her to take to social media to make this announcement, for everybody to go into a frenzy, and for, I think, the vibes to pick up just a little bit. It's that genuine love the fans have for Caitlin Clark. And the logo, pretty dope. Pretty dope, if I do say so myself. You see it right there. That's the look at it from the truck. They're going to be having to back up Brinks trucks to deal with all the orders that are coming for that sucker. But Caitlin Clark makes the announcement, says that the signature line is on the way in 2026.
And Nike looked at Caitlin Clark. They didn't just see a standout rookie, they saw the future of basketball marketing. That's why they moved quickly, unveiling a custom signature logo. A sleek, interlocking C that wasn't just a design but a brand identity. At first glance, it looked minimalist, but fans soon picked up on its depth, the double C representing both her initials and her court range. This wasn't just another logo, it was a calculated move to create something iconic. Billboards appeared. Online teasers spread like wildfire. Social media buzzed with anticipation. Clark herself added to the suspense, dropping subtle hints that sent fans into a frenzy. The rollout wasn't rushed, it was masterfully timed. First, the logo reveal. Then, limited drops of branded apparel. Eventually, Nike confirmed what everyone hoped, a signature shoe set for 2026. Historically, Nike has reserved this kind of rollout for NBA legends. To give this treatment to a WNBA rookie? Unprecedented. It proved one thing, Nike was betting big on Caitlin Clark. And that bet paid off immediately. The moment her gear went live, online traffic surged. Shirts and hoodies vanished in hours. Screenshots of sold-out pages and crashed shopping carts flooded social media. Even resale markets boomed. Basic tees flipped for 2-3x their original price. The frenzy wasn't just hype, it was economic impact. Nike's stock saw a 3% uptick following the launch, a seemingly small number, but one that represents billions in added value for a company of Nike's size. And remember, This was all before the signature shoe hit shelves. Analysts began forecasting serious numbers. Some reports estimated that Clark's brand alone could generate over $150 million annually once her full product line drops. For perspective, few NBA players reached those figures. Clark managed it before finishing her rookie season. This isn't just a financial win for Nike, it's a game changer for women's sports. For years, women's leagues were treated as secondary, both in investment and exposure. But Clark's rapid ascent forced brands, networks, and fans to take notice. Her $28 million Nike deal isn't just about the money, it's a declaration. For comparison, women's basketball legends like Lisa Leslie and Sheryl Swoopes never saw deals on this scale. Nike made it clear, Clark isn't just a rising athlete, she's a pillar in their future branding strategy, and she's not the only one benefiting. The Clark effect is lifting others, too. Players like Angel Reese, AJA Wilson, and Sabrina Ionescu are seeing more demand, better opportunities, and growing sponsorship deals. The entire WNBA is experiencing a shift. TV ratings are up, arenas are packed, merchandise is flying off shelves, and young fans are more engaged than ever. Brands are no longer viewing women's basketball as niche, they are seeing it as the next big growth frontier. Still, there are challenges ahead. Sustaining this kind of momentum is rare. There's concern that overexposure could dull fan interest. If Nike saturates the market with too much too quickly, the exclusivity that fueled early demand could fade. And with Clark carrying such a massive brand on her back, questions around burnout, pressure, and long-term consistency are valid. But so far, the signs point to something bigger than just a hot streak. Every time Clark plays, viewership climbs. Ticket prices jump. Her presence turns regular games into headline events. She's not just performing, she's redefining what it means to be a women's sports superstar. Nike knows this is a moment they can't afford to let pass. Their product roadmap is intentional. The limited apparel drops in September built the foundation. October's expanded line will carry that momentum into the holidays. And then, in 2026, comes the real test, the signature shoe. Industry insiders are already calling it the most anticipated women's basketball sneaker in history. There are whispers of global marketing campaigns, cross-industry collaborations, and fashion rollouts that go beyond the court. And as her influence spreads, Clark is becoming a crossover icon, bridging hardcore sports fans and the general public. Her logo isn't just on jerseys, it's entering pop culture. Younger athletes now see her as proof that women's basketball can deliver not just talent, but icons. And brands are finally seeing the ROI. This isn't just about one player, it's about reshaping the future of women's sports. The Clark effect is no longer a theory, it's a business case study in real time. So, can it last? That's the question everyone's asking. But the way things are going, more viewership, more sales, more cultural relevance, it's clear this movement isn't fading. It's accelerating. And Caitlin Clark isn't just riding the wave, she is the wave.